Hi everyone! This setup looks weird. um, oh god, it looks really weird. I'm moving the camera. I don't have like a normal camera going on right now. I'm using my desktop camera. Uh, Fan. Background terrible. It's awful. uh, so yeah. Hi everyone, it's Brandon. You, probably barely know me. I don't have many followers. um, Today we're going to do a spooky video. Yay! Totally spooky background. I should have set up shit. I should have made it more spooky, but I didn't. Uh, I didn't think you could see me if I turned the lights off. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Ooh, now it's spooky. I hate it. I have a candle going. Spooky. um, oh, I don't want to talk about it in the dark. It's creepy. I don't like that. Oh, and I got everything set up. My water bottle. Oh, spooky water bottle. Regrets. uh, yeah, I don't like the fact that it's so dark. Spooky. It's too spooky for me. Um, yeah, we're not doing this in the dark. Look how better the lighting. No, Sophia! I need to go. Say hi to Sophia, everyone. Come here. See her? Look at her beauty. Oh. You're too big. You're too big. Go sit down. Thank you. Okay. I suppose. Let's get to the story. Yeah. Just hands. Okay. How do we even start? uh, okay. Sophia, stop messing with shit. She decided to do some weird shit. Anyway. Spooky story. Spooky story. Well, story. It's something that happened because shit seems to happen to me. Well, mind you, my mom. No, you're not allowed to touch my plant. Stop. My cat is trying to whack my plant. You're not allowed. No. And that's why I don't have it over here. I usually have it up on that desk. You don't know what desk I'm talking about. It's okay. Um, anyway, my mom, yeah, I don't think ever met, oh, first ever video you met her. Um, she, for some reason, picks out very haunted houses. Any house that we have moved into has been incredibly haunted. All of them. I don't know why, but she picks the haunted ones. And I know they're haunted when we move in, because I always tell her, let's not live here. But we do! Mind you, this background is because I'm living with another person. It was haunted, quote unquote. I don't know. I'm not staying here long. I don't like that. But then again, I do want to do some spooky videos later on in the series, quote unquote. uh, anyway, the first ever encounter with haunted shit for me that I remember. I might get a guest, my mom maybe, to tell you guys about the haunted stuff before I remember, but for now I'm gonna tell you guys about the also ignore this. I don't have equipment to like record with. Also ignore the messy, dirty fan. It's gross. I get distracted easily, as you can tell. I'm sorry. But I might get mom to tell you guys the stories of before I remember because um The stuff I remember was when I was 6, I think. I think I have really bad memory, so I don't remember specifically if it was when I was 6, 7, or 8. I do know it was before. I know it was a. It should be around when I was 6. I'm not too sure though. Um, it was it. Damn, I don't know. You got me fucked. I don't remember. It was my grandmother's house. And I think mom helped pick it out because my mom was living with my grandma at the time. Um, at the time, I was kind of a little brat. Not even gonna deny it. I was kind of a dick. But it was weird back then. Um, I remember living with my grandma, and I would not sleep in my room because I would hear footsteps in the hallways, and I couldn't close my door, and I couldn't keep it open either because when the door was closed, I would hear like tapping on it and shit, and I was like, fuck that. And I would go and sleep with my mom, but my mom's room was even worsely haunted. If I had the photos, I would show you, but I don't have them anymore, which sucks ass. um, but I remember, I remember when I was little, if I did sleep in my room, there would be. I didn't feel threatened by this dude. I don't think I did. I don't remember the other one, but when I was in my room, for some reason, it might have been because I wasn't sleeping good as a kid for some reason. Um, it might have been paralysis, but eh, shit was haunted there. I don't. It might have been a mix of both. Who knows? But shit went quiet real quick, so I was confused. I think the TV turned off in the family room. It has a timer, don't worry. But what are you looking at, cat? Sorry, did not mean to get distracted. Oh, I don't like how quiet it is now. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. Crazy. um, I remember a Indian dude coming and sitting by my bed or something like that. Uh, might have not been Indian. I'm not too sure. I don't remember exactly. I know there was someone that sat by my bed for some reason. I don't remember that part much. Um, but I do remember sleeping in my mom's room. And for some reason, every night at like around 2, 3 a.m., I would wake up and I would feel absolutely scared shitless. And I would remember crying to my mom because I was scared. And my mom would never wake up because she's like done with me. um, but I remember being scared and not being able to sleep at that point. That's why I had terrible sleep. I remember then going to sleep in my grandmother's room. My mom said that room was more haunted, but I didn't feel more haunted. I felt safer in that room. Um, so yeah, I would sleep in my grandma's room uh, with her probably. uh, I felt safe there, so I was fine with that. I never slept anywhere else at that point because if I still felt safer there, I felt safer there. But my mom was really into ghost stuff back then, like really, really into it. And she would mess with me about it because I was not into it. I thought it was scary as shit. I still think it's freaky, but I'm kind of more interested in it. Kinda. I know I'm not the biggest on ghosts, but I am really big on cryptids. But they kind of freak me out just a teeny bit, but not too much. Not anymore, at least. Don't quote me on that. um, but my mom would take pictures and stuff like that, and then use it. You know those ghost radars on your phone, and they would like detect ghosts. They're fake as hell, probably. I'm not too sure. My mom would use that to freak me out. Be like, "Oh, there's a ghost here. Oh goodness, it's right behind you," and I'd be like, I was a scared child. My mom would freak me out on purpose. Um, but my mom was freaked out by that house. We lived there for a long time though, and then in that house I don't remember a lot. I remember just a teeny bit, but not too much. Um, I remember scratching at my door at some points too, and like people running outside on the porch area, like people running around the pool, and it was scary because you would hear like rustling of bushes and shit like that. And I hated being out there at night. And mom did too, and she smoked, so she's trying to quit now. But anyway, my mom got a picture though, and that was the scariest goddamn picture. I wish I had it now. I really do. If I could look it up, I don't remember. I'll get back to this at some point because my mom got a picture and it was of a person standing against the wall. It looked like a shadow. It looked like a shadow, and it had wings outstretched. And I remember the room being very dark in the picture, and my mom took it. I was not there when she took the picture, but she took the picture. She took it twice, and it's only on one of the pictures, so kind of iffy. I'm very kind of iffy about paranormal stuff because I like to pinpoint what exactly it might have been before I kind of just, ooh, god damn it, Discord. I'm on my computer, you guys, and my Discord went off and it scared the shit out of me because I heard burp, burp, burp in my headphones. My bad. This video is gonna be long. I didn't mean for it to be. But anyway, another story. Or should I leave it for now? No, I'll give you guys another one. People texting me. Also, so you guys know, it's 2 in the morning. And the reason I'm awake is because I can't sleep. I'm not an insomniac. I just slept all day yesterday. I didn't mean to. I was playing D&D all night yesterday. I like D&D, by the way. I gotten into it. But anyway, I get distracted easily. I'm sorry, everyone. Anyway, back to the story. So pretty much having a brain fart. Okay. What stories can I tell you? Because I have a few, and I don't want to get into one of them because it's a longer. You know what? Fuck it. We'll get into that one. It's scarier, so. Hi, Discord. Shush. Anyway. Okay. This is more recent. I was in Illinois for a little bit. For a year. 1 year. 1 year. Hated it. I was in 6th grade. Anyway, I moved back down because my mom found a stable kind of home. The only reason I moved up there is 'cause stuff. Anyway, I might explain that another time. Right now, no. But anyway, my mom found a stable home and all that, and she had a boyfriend and all that, and he and her found a house together. You would think it wouldn't be haunted, but you're wrong because it was. It was badly haunted, very badly haunted, and it didn't affect me that much because I am a very kind of like, you do your thing, ghosties, and I'll do mine. That's how I see ghosts. I don't mess with them. I don't try and investigate. I don't stop them. I don't do anything with them. I don't fuck with them. My mom does. And so did her boyfriend at the time. And what... Well, he didn't believe in it. That's why he messed with it. What really... I started getting into ghost stuff because I thought it was cool. I watched Zach Baggins bacon. uh, I watch him. I think he's funny. He is. I feel bad for Aaron. I actually really enjoy Aaron because he's one of my favorite guys in there. But anyway, I watch them with my mom. We used to just sit back and hang out and watch it. It's something we do. Um, anyway, at the time, I was kind of distant from my mom, so I'd always be in my room. Nothing ever really happened in my room. Mind you, my mom would constantly bless my room because she didn't want anything happening in my room. I don't deal with all that. I don't do all that. Uh, I just don't. I don't. Uh, but I'm pretty sure it helped because whatever was around didn't really go into my room. And I think it's because I was always kind of like, you do your thing, ghosty dude, and I'll do my thing. You can mess with my dad, you can mess with my mom. I don't give a shit as long as you don't mess with me. And that's what I would say. Because I don't. Uh-uh. It didn't really start to bug me until I was like 15, 16 was when it kind of started to do shit that would scare me. Um, what would happen is the first ever real encounters was when I would hear knocking on, or someone yelling my name, and I would think it would be my mom, be like, it would be like Brandon, and I'd be like, hello? And I would go out there to see what was up, and my mom's like, what's up? And I'll be like, did you just call me? And she's like, no. And I was just like, oh, okay. And I'll just go back in my room, because I ain't dealing with that shit. uh, and when I would hang out in the family room, I would, for some reason, hear kind of like tapping sounds, or I would hear kind of like stuff in the backyard. My mom would smoke, and I would go out there with her just to hang out. And I remember we would hear rustling back there, like stuff moving around, and we'd be like, "Oh, that's creepy." uh, I remember Tracy. I remember her boyfriend hearing stuff in the stuttering. I'm sorry. In the in his room at night that would rattle Sophia's cage. We didn't use her cage like a lot, only when we weren't home because the dogs would tear up stuff for some reason. She doesn't do that now, but anyway, you would hear rattling in the he would hear like the cage rattling, like someone was like grabbing a hold of the cage and going like. He would hear someone calling his name and like yelling outside and talking outside. And I remember he would come out and be like, what are you guys doing out here? And he'd be like, nothing, lying. Like, we would just be sitting there watching TV. Like, we would talk once in a while, but he was like, was the TV like yelling or whatever? And we'd be like, no, it was just talking. He'd be like, oh, okay. And he would go back in the room because he didn't want to admit that there's stuff there. Until the end, that's when he started admitting shit. But anyway, the shit that really would scare me was when I was sitting in the family room in the big chair, and I would hear footsteps running like right next to me, and I would be like, and I would stand up and go sit by my mom for a little bit because fuck that. Uh, it, our house is kind of set up where there was a family room and then kind of like a window inside the house, and then the front door, and then there would be the hallway. And my room was back there. I never went to the back rooms because those were badly haunted. I didn't go back there at all. The back room was badly haunted. I never went back there. It was bad back there. You could feel like the energy. You choke. It was awful. I never went back there because I was like, fuck that. Nope. Especially since none of the lights turned on back there. So I was like, no. um, no, Sophia. No. She's trying to get into something. Her treats are on the ground, so. No, go lay down. Um, and so when I would hear that stuff, I would be freaked out. Or if we would hear slamming in the garage, like noises in the garage a lot. Um, I wouldn't want to ever be in the garage alone. I never did that. I just avoided it because I knew the attic. I think that's what it was. Yeah, the attic was in that area. We would hear footsteps on the ceiling in my mom's room. But when it got really bad was when we were moving out. Um, it was kind of like more a ways away from when we were moving out, but we knew we were moving out. So, but this is what really scared me. Like this is honestly scary. So, if you know my Instagram, I like taking photos of stuff and like photography and all that. Um, I was taking pictures of. I told this story on my Instagram. It wasn't very well because I was shaky and it was kind of in the moment. And the pictures were of me burning roses and doing like all this stuff and like setting up stuff with fire. And that was me using like candles and stuff like that. So I was using candles and like taking pictures of candles and stuff. And I had water close by because of that, because I didn't want to burn anything or accidentally set the house on fire. I do like fire. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I also really like candles. So, like, I don't. Anyway, but I'm safe about it. um, and so once I was done, I put everything out and I had water with me and I had put the flour out in the water. And so I was like, okay, I'm too lazy to go into the house and just dump it out because there's flowers in it and I'd have to scoop up the flowers. And so I was just like, I was on the porch. So I was just like, I'm just going to chuck it out the porch door. It was always open. It was nighttime and that's why I was getting pictures. And so what happened was I went to the porch door and I heard kind of rustling out there, but I just thought it was like an animal or something like that. And I was like, fuck it. And I threw the water out the door. And all of a sudden, I see a white blob just come running at me, and I got scared. And I was like, And I instantly started backing up, and I screamed. And I remember running inside the house, like almost slamming into the like sliding glass door, and running into the family room because it's sort of right there. And I remember running into the family room, and Sophia and Bella started growling at me. I remember the TV kind of did this like static thing really quick when I ran past, but I'm not too sure if it did that, but I think it did, but it was very in the moment, so I don't remember. Um, but they're growling at me as I'm standing there, like kind of freaking out, and all of a sudden I just see them start growling and barking as they run out the door, at the back door, chasing something. And my mom's like sitting there, like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I just saw something come at me. And she's like, you know, this place is haunted. Da, 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 da. Anyway, it was the first time I ever got really scared. It's because I felt like something was chasing me. And I was like, um, the next time was when we were staying in a hotel because the power went, well, the AC went out. And so we went into the a hotel to stay because the power, like the electricity went out because it was hot as hell. And so we took the animals there and we had to come back because we are packing stuff. Um, Stuff driving by. I'm right by the road. I have windows open because it's hot. I usually have the fan on, but because my plant's here, I don't want to hurt it. But you need water? No, you're good. Um, Sorry, I got distracted again. So what happened was I was sitting in the car and I was waiting for mom because she was heading inside to grab something. And it was nighttime. And I was sitting in the car and the car was on, but the radio was off. Note this, the radio was on zero. Um, my phone was off because it died. If it didn't die, I would have recorded it. Because all of a sudden, I start getting a gross feeling inside. And when I get gross feelings, I know something's up and I need to be careful. I always had that for some reason, and it usually steers me good. What happened was I started hearing humming, and I don't know what the fuck the tune was. It was like something like that, and it started getting louder and louder, and it was coming from the side of the house. We were in the driveway to the garage, and it was coming from the side of the house, and I instantly panicked, and I started like getting up from my seat, unhooked my seatbelt. But then I felt like if I got out of the car, I would get killed for some reason. And I was like, I'm not dealing with that. So I'm like panicking, like, Mom, come on, Mom, come on. Finally, she starts coming out, goes dead quiet. Dead quiet. Um, no sounds of birds, no crickets, and the humming was stopped. And once she came in the car, I'm like panicked, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, I'm like, "I heard humming." And she's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, I heard humming, like someone was humming." Started joking about it, but anyway. Um, the next one was when we were almost done, and Mom dropped me off at the house because she needed to pick something up. But I needed to pack some stuff, so I was doing that. And what happened was, is that, well, hi, what are you doing? Cat freaking out. What happened was, this was the last encounter because I never went back. It was because it was scary. What happened was, is that I was at the house and I was packing up a little bit, and really creepy, honestly. Hi, sweetie, my cat. Um, what happened was, come on, stop. Just trying to go into something. I should go into. It was at creepy noise. Sorry, it was outside. It was a car passing. It confused me. What happened was, is that still freaks me out to this day. That's why I'm kind of like stuttering a little bit. Uh, what happened was, I keep saying that. I'm so sorry, everyone. This is probably getting boring. uh, is that a I don't even know how to explain it. I started hearing screaming in the backyard. Oh, I totally forgot to tell everyone. One time we were sitting outside and we smelled a dead body. Uh, like an actual decomposing body. It was awful. It was gross. It was nasty. Anyway, uh, but it was in the backyard. But anyway, what I was hearing is screaming at the back, and it sounded like it was at the door. And I know I had the door locked, so I was fine. It was at the sliding desk door. And then I started hearing banging on the glass door, like someone was trying to get in. And there was no one out there, and I was panicking. So I called my mom, and I was like, "There's something wrong. There's someone trying to get in." She's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "I don't know. There's banging on the glass door." And it went silent. And she was like, "What do you mean? I don't hear anything." And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just hearing banging." Uh, and she was like, "Okay, well, keep me on speakerphone. I'll listen in. Just get ready to leave." Because I wasn't ready to leave. I wasn't dressed for some reason. I don't. It was hot as hell. There was like no air conditioning. So it's Florida. What do you expect? Um, Hi, kitty. Oh, are you gonna bite me? Um, and what happened was, is that I put her on speaker, and she. This is what she told me. Ow! Don't bite me. This is what she told me, and it's kind of creepy. I don't know why I did this, but honestly, it's for the best that I did it because she heard some creepy shit. I believe she recorded it. Why can't we record anything? Um, I put her on speaker and I just set her on the phone on the side, and I was like, I'm gonna go get dressed in the bathroom. So I went into the bathroom. I kept the phone in the living room for some reason. I don't know why. I think I just wanted her to hear the shit. So I went into the bathroom, and she started hearing whispering, like people whispering in the house, and like a man kind of like mumbling into the phone. And she like told me she heard someone say my name, that I'm gonna get Brandon. And then she said she heard thumping, like someone walking around back and forth, and she instantly started panicking and told, like, was calling my name. I didn't hear her, but she was. That's what she told me. So, and all of a sudden she said she heard it. like run away from the phone, and I started hearing footsteps coming toward the door, and I thought my mom was home, and I was like, what? And all of a sudden I hear just like a bam, like against the sliding door of the bathroom, uh, and it just sounded like someone banged into it, and I sat. I remember this to this day. I said, "What the fuck? You better stop." I, I, mind you, I was like, I panicked and I was like, "You better not." You better stop. I was like, nah, you better fuck off. And I got dressed real quick, like I was shoving my pants on, and I decked it out. I just pretty much ran outside. My mom got home. She was like, "You good? Da 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 da. Get out of here, cat." She's being mean. And yeah, last experience. um, so yeah, there you go. Those are my ghost stories for this time. I have other stories, but they're kind of iffy. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. Bye, everyone.